Malloy hoverbike. Despite the fact that this vehicle looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, it is quite real. Moreover, perhaps in 10 or 20 years, it'll be the most popular means of transport. This vehicle has all the chances to become incredibly popular and profitable. Why? Well, because it combines the best qualities of a helicopter and a motorcycle. Thus, it offers a feeling of infinite freedom, while being easy and comfortable to drive. The Malloy hoverbike is the result of years of testing, development, and ongoing research. This particular model was developed by the inventor from New Zealand, Chris Malloy. Right now, he's collecting money on a crowdfunding platform to turn his hoverbike from an idea into a real vehicle. However, even the tests of the miniature version are incredibly exciting to watch. The model has demonstrated both incredible stability in the air and functionality. By the way, you can already buy it as well. The mini hoverbike costs $740. And what else can we expect? There will be two versions of this flying vehicle, a double and a single. Both will fly at 96 km per hour and travel up to 240 kilometers. Aero X. Although this video is all about hoverbikes, the developers of this vehicle don't consider it to be one. Why not? Well, the fact is that Aero X is not a hoverbike in the traditional sense of the word. Instead of moving only back and forth and left and right, Aero X is equipped with flight stabilization technology, thanks to which it can balance by tilting in any direction. The device was developed by Thnks, a California-based company. Even though it isn't known when it will be mass-produced, we can imagine all the tasks this vehicle will be able to handle. For example, Aero X will be ideal for search and rescue operations. It'll be useful for border control and farming too. And of course, Aero X can be used for entertainment and to move around the city. Especially since its design is optimal to drive around people. The rotor blades are much shorter than those of a helicopter, which makes them a lot safer. In addition, Aero X does not create strong wind flows around it and raises less dust. Its flight height is about 4.5 meters. The developers claim that any person who can ride a motorcycle will learn to use the Aero X in no more than a couple of minutes. Flight cycle. In the modern world, an increasing number of companies are developing personal vehicles that can hover in the air at low altitudes. The company Flight has also shown its own hoverbike. The company was founded in 2013, and since then its specialists have produced more than 10 prototypes, until one of them finally turned out to be reliable enough to test with a person on board. The device weighs about 75 kilograms and is equipped with a battery that delivers 10 to 15 minutes of hovering. It's worth noting that the version that you can see on the screen is not the latest. Next month, a new prototype will be showed. It's known as the Red Hummingbird. The device will have a capacity of 113 kilograms and it will reach 96 kilometers per hour in only 5 seconds. Magical Cloud. Chinese specialists are working as hard as their American colleagues. This aircraft was assembled by engineer Zhao Deli. He started its unusual project in 2016. Since then, his hoverbike has been tested more than 1,500 times, and today the engineer is proud to show his creation to all interested parties. The top speed of the vehicle is 70 km per hour. However, this is not its most interesting feature. All the hoverbikes shown today were designed for low-altitude flights, which don't exceed a height of 5 meters. The model from the Chinese engineer, as you can see, is able to rise to a decent and even dangerous altitude. Interestingly, the vehicle was developed by Xiao Deli alone. Making a flying motorcycle has always been his dream. To bring the project to life, he even had to sell his own house. Now he's looking for investors and plans to sell his aircraft for $6,000 each. Ali Technologies hoverbikes. Here's the most impressive hoverbike on our list. It has a truly stylish and memorable appearance. In the future, it'll become a nice addition to someone's collection of weird vehicles. This model, called the Speeder, was developed by the Japanese company Ali Technologies. It was tested for the first time relatively recently, only early last year. It's powered by 2 motors, along with a group of propellers. They create enough lifting power to lift a person in the air. Mass production is scheduled for 2021. According to the developer, their hoverbike will be used for rescue operations on water. The company's plans, however, do not end there. In March and then in October 2019, 2 other projects were shown: Future Hero and X Turismo. They illustrate how intricate the design of hoverbikes will be, while showing that the industry has a really rich future and a lot of prospects. HoverSurf Scorpion 3. Judging by everything that we've shown you today, we will have to wait at least a couple more years to fly a hoverbike. Only the special services of some countries will be lucky to start riding these vehicles very soon. For example, the Dubai police will start using hoverbikes in the near future. This was made possible thanks to the specialists of HoverSurf. They were among the first companies on the market to start working on this kind of personal vehicle. And the authorities of the United Arab Emirates decided to pre-order 3,500 copies a few years ago. After that, the Dubai police received the first production sample, and the officers began to learn how to fly and operate hoverbikes. Eventually, these vehicles will be used by rapid response units. It'll be easier and faster to get to remote areas of the city. The first presentation of the HoverSurf hoverbike took place in 2017 during the Gitex show. As you can guess, the aircraft has optimal durability and reliability. The hull is made of different types of carbon fiber. To make the frame more rigid and wear-resistant, it consists of one single element. An important quality of the vehicle is its compactness. The Scorpion 3 takes up only 1 parking space and can even fly through a doorway. Note that the device can rise in the air without a pilot in drone mode. In this case, the battery power is enough for 40 minutes of flight. If a person is riding the vehicle, this time is reduced to a period of 10 to 25 minutes, depending on weather conditions. The recommended safe flight height is 5 meters, but the pilot can raise even higher if desired. The maximum speed is limited to 96 kilometers per hour.